so dangerous, it's so dangerous. YPG is dangerous, so dangerous, it's so. Hello, everybody. This is your boy Ken, aka MrGentleman.
And what's going on? This is Aaron Sands.
This is the star Roddy Rod.
Long live the chief. They call me Mally Mal.
And this episode you're about to listen to could be very offensive.
Also, you might want to wear a pair of headphones while listening to this episode, as it is not safe for work.
Today's episodes include discussions on sensitive topics that may evoke strong emotion.
So therefore, discretion is advised.
Thank you and enjoy this episode.
I'm a young black man doing all that I can to stand. Oh, but when I look around and I see what's being done to my kind, every day I'm being hunted as prey. My people don't want no trouble. We've had enough struggle. I just wanna live. God protect me. I just wanna live. I just wanna live.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Premier Boy Podcast. This is your boy Ken.
Yeah, this is Aaron Sands.
It's your boy Roddy. What's up?
Yes, and welcome to our new episode of the Premier Boy Podcast. As you know, we're taking a break from the quarantine series. And discuss something serious.
Yeah, we're going to definitely talk about the current events that's definitely going on this past week in our country and in our city, especially ever since George Floyd's death this past week. We're definitely going to touch on that and how it's affecting us as a community and as a country.
Yeah.
Yep. Hope y'all enjoy.
So I'm gonna start with the first question to y'all. How do y'all feel about everything that's going on right now?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like, I've kind of been watching this and absorbing everything, and I really haven't, besides like Facebook posts and everything and Facebook shares, I haven't really, spoke out on this particular issue like I'm about to do right now. I'm also going to preface this saying these are my thoughts, and this in no way is related to, Anchor or any of the streaming platforms we're on.
Same for all of us.
Yeah. So, this is where we are. It's fucked up, really. You know what I'm saying? I feel fucked up about the situation because it's like, we see this all too often, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people think like, oh, we'll be desensitized by this by now, but it just it builds up. It's more, it's a lot, not to take in, and it's tiring, especially when you don't have, nobody to look up to be like, all right, let's get together and really, try to fix this out. I mean, you got people out here trying to, positively go about this, you know what I'm saying? And then you got at a certain point, it's so much that you can do before, you react in a crazy way. So I understand it, but it's been a tough week, honestly.
Man.
Yeah. Roddy, what you got to say, Roddy?
Man, this is too much. Everybody is like, yo, enough is enough. This is why people are protesting. This is why people are trying to loot the malls, because enough is enough. The police do not care about us.
Super facts.
It's annoying, like how much hate crimes get thrown out every month, every few months, and these guys get walked scotch-free.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
These guys got to get held accountable for their damn actions. And I understand why the riots happened because everybody's fed up. You know, another black person's life has been taken that was very innocent. You know,
Yeah.
just like Aaron said, we see this way too often, man. Like, when is it gonna end? You know,
Yeah.
I don't really condone the fact that they're looting and they're looting the stores, though. I don't condone the fact of that, though. But
Yeah.
the protesting, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand a lot of people, and I've spoke with a lot of like close friends and family of the looting part, and I understand why they feel like that. But at the same time, like, if we're gonna be looting, right? You also gotta understand the why. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta understand the why. You know, you can't just sit there and get mad at the side effects of the disease, but not the disease. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to be honest, from the things I've been looking at, from news reports and everything I've been looking at, and the sources I've been talking with, it's not like, you know, a lot of this is being set up. If you really want to get,
Yeah. I didn't get you to speak yet, but I'm gonna get to that. Actually, we're gonna get to that. But
a lot is like, you know, you want to be like, all right, I'm with looting, and the riots and everything, but a lot of that is built up to be built against us. You know?
Yeah, definitely true.
So like, what do you do about it?
I mean, yeah, pretty much. I know for me, this is a hard topic to talk about because, like y'all said, enough it happened too often. Basically, this year already, three people of color passed away, got killed by the cops. So far this year, and of course, this happened way too often in the past. You know, Trayvon Martin, Sandra Bland, Roddy King back in '92 with the '92 riot. Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. It's hard to be a black man in the United States. You had to watch your back all the time, make sure nothing happened to you
all the time.
And it sucks. It was always like that. People always talk about how things changed up and everything like that. Oh, things got better.
History repeats itself.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. History definitely repeating itself.
Exactly.
You know,
especially when people don't learn from it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The only way you can sit there and change history is to actively change it. And we talk about it, but then there is never like any steps to be like, all right, we're getting better to that point where, you know, we'll be able to be in the same plateau without having to watch our back. You know what I'm saying? But history always shows that people are never learn, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I really hope this country's changed, man, because this is not looking good for us at all, especially for the black community. You're not good for us at all, and we really need to change.
So,
all right. Yeah. So, I mean, y'all kind of answered this already. Like, how y'all feel about the protesting, and do y'all agree with the looting?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with all of that. You know what I'm saying? Protesting and the looting. But my thing is this, right? People are tired, bro. It goes back to what we were saying. People are tired of being tired. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, yeah, it's not right. It's not the right thing to do to be breaking up stores and everything like that. But you know what I'm saying? But fuck it. At this point, we're at a fucking point in our time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're at a fucking point because it's like, all right, you know, we sitting there, kick down the mud. We try to sit there and build our own communities back in the day because, you know, white people didn't want us in our communities back then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all right, we're gonna build our own shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We build our own shit, and guess what? It gets bombed. It gets burnt to the ground, and then we get burnt.
Yeah.
So
that's true. Yeah.
We can't build our own shit. We can't mix up with you guys. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know, when we get a little bit of stride, you want to take that away from us. So you keep kicking somebody in the ass so many times, at a certain point, the ass is going to kick back.
True.
Yeah,
and I feel like they fear us because we are powerful. That's the reason why they're doing it, because they fear us because we are powerful.
We've always
they know that we can take over the world. and they feared that. So they want, instead of helping us, they want to wipe us out. That's the sad part about it. How I feel like I'm gonna answer the question now. How I feel about the protest? I feel like it's a good cause. Just be peaceful about it, be peaceful. I mean, yesterday it was a protest around my way on 4th Street. Literally thousands of people there. And then the same protesters came through my block, peaceful, even cops were protesting. So, I mean, in a way, it's kind of possible, It's kind of possible to have people protesting.
That's what's going on right now in Poughkeepsie.
Yeah.
They blocked off the streets. People protesting, taking knees and everything. Yeah, we seen a pile of bricks close to the area, but we ain't nobody out here trying to touch that and go crazy.
Exactly, but do I agree with the looting? I mean, I'm half and half about it. I mean, yeah, you can loot to set a statement. We are, like you said, Rondo, enough is enough. But don't loot in your own neighborhood where small businesses gotta make business in our own community. That That then at the end of the day, none of us gonna have nothing to do, no food to eat, no money to make money and stuff like that. Cause we be out of business because people is destroying our businesses, our own people in Earth. And that I don't agree with that.
Yeah. If anything, right now is the perfect time to build our shit. You know what I'm saying? To build communities from within. You know what I'm saying? We need to start embracing like Black businesses at this point.
Yeah, I agree.
Now we should have been doing that, and some people do. Sometimes I do. You know what I'm saying?
I do that as well. Everybody that know me know
a lot of people just want the freebies.
Okay. That too. That too. Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Or they say the price is too damn high.
Too high. And I get the reason why the price is too high, because we gotta set a higher standard for ourselves.
Not even that. It's just like cost of making your product. You're taking that into consideration as well. So and you're trying to start up. You definitely going to need people to, back your shit. All the way, even if it is expensive, because of the fact that you're just starting. You know what I'm saying? If you're like a Best Buy, Amazon, you could do deals, but you can't do deals if you're just starting your brand. That's pretty hard.
Yeah, true. Roddy, what do you have to say about this?
I definitely feel some type of way about the looting a lot, because I know that they're not looting. They're looting to resell online. That's what most of them are doing anyway. So that's why I feel type of way about the looting part.
Okay. All right. So, have you ever been arrested or ever had an encounter with a cop?
Well, I actually been in a situation with a few police officers in my time, but this one time I kind of, I came in contact with a set of police officers that, was pretty scary. I would say about like 10 years ago, I used to skate around my community, around the city and everything like that. Right. And I was coming home from an event in Flatbush, and I was skating back to my grandma's house, and I was a block away. This was in Fort Greene. And I see a cop car on the other side of the street just passing me by. So I was like, all right, whatever. I'm just head on home and, chill for the night. So it was my surprise when I saw that same police car turn around, made the legal U-turn across the two yellow lines and pull up on the curb of a block that I was on. Me being startled, I hop off my board and I'm like, officers, what's going on? How can I help you? Immediately they pull out their guns, talk about take out your ID, keep your hands up. Now, me, I only have two hands. So I can't do two at the same time when you got a gun waving in my face. So I told them, listen, my ID is in my back pocket, in my wallet. I'm going to go reach for it. Please do not shoot me. Right? I take out my ID. I give it to them. And they were like, what's in your pocket? And I'm like, I have my asthma pump and my phone And right before I could finish my question, they put me to the side. They pushed me to the side. They pat me down. I had a big bulge in my pocket. But come to find out, that was just my PSP.
Oh, yeah.
It was just my PSP. And if you had a PSP back in the day, you know they were big, black, and bulky. And if you put a case on that bitch, it was even bigger and blacker and bulkier.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, those things was big.
You know what I'm saying? So you could imagine me skating with a little piece of like a black, case in my pocket. They thought that was a gun. And I'm like, for me, for one, you did a whole illegal U-turn to pull up on the block and wave a gun in my face just because you thought I had one. Meanwhile, I live in the community. I know who has the guns. You know what I'm saying? But nobody pulls up to them. So it made it really difficult to, trust cops after that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with that, it was just ever since that whole situation, it was pretty tough for me to actually, go about my time and not wash my back like that, So
yeah,
that was one of the harder things, and it made me distrust. It made me have a distrust for the police and for law enforcement. Because I see them do that to a lot of people in my community. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even in where I live now, it might be as peaceful. It might be a little bit more peaceful than the city, but the rules still apply here, just like they apply in New York to these cops. They try to do whatever they want to do. And sometimes they do, just like they did in Minneapolis.
Yeah, crazy. All right, well, I got two little stories about that about my copy encounter. Yeah, I got two stories about my copy encounter. One story is me and my homie, shout out to T. Now we walk at home, we walk at home regular, like how we used to go to Brooklyn College, and we usually walk home. And we went on Eastern Parkway, just walking home, talking, laughing like normal. The two cops came to us. They like, what y'all doing? Like, we are on our way home. Like, normal, on our way home, normal stuff, It's a look, take out your pockets, what's in your pockets, and stuff like that. Show our wallet, my phone, keys, and pat us down. And it was a black cop and a white cop, and stuff like that. I mean, shockingly, he didn't give us much problems, but I think he just wanted to be nosy or whatever. And he just let us go home, let us be on our way home. He like, have a good night, and that's it. We looked back to make sure they wasn't up to nothing else, but it was nothing, and that was it for that. The second encounter, I told myself I'm going to mention this, but 10 years ago, an incident happened where I was really drunk, and me and somebody we got to a fight, what caused to everybody else became a big scene. And while somebody tried to break it up, I end up hitting a cop. End up hitting a cop twice. To the point that I got arrested. Well, to the point that they put me on the floor, they hit my face, and then they put handcuffs on me, and I got arrested. Which led me to be arrested for 24 hours. Be in the jail for 24 hours, the book for 24 hours, and then got out the next day. So yeah, so that was my copy counter. I mean, thank God that nothing serious what happened in that incident. Thank God that I wasn't a hashtag or nothing. Thank God for that. That was nothing serious, but that's my copy counter.
Nah.
Well, I remember one time, I was in the car with Alvin, his boy Steph, and his boy Steph's homegirl. I used to just drive my mom's car. So we drove in the car and we was by pink houses. So y'all already know how the reputation of pink houses be.
Yeah.
So we pulled up and they stopped us and they questioned us because we looked like we was up to something. So they got us and they checked us. They checked the car, and they said, "Oh," I showed them the license registration. They said, "Oh, all right, y'all could be on your way." And then another time, I was walking towards the train, and normal, and they was stop. It was stop and frisk. They stop and frisk me out of nowhere.
Oh wow.
So yeah, those are 2 times I can remember that I got encountered by police.
You know what's crazy about all of this, right? Is when we think about our stories when it comes down to our encounters with cops and everything like that, you know, and I hear a lot of people when I talk about cops with, with other people and everything, and people always ask me like, "Oh, what about like good cops? There's still good cops out there and everything. We still have good cops out here." And to me, I don't disagree with that, but at the same time, I do have to ask now, like, if you are, this is to like, the good cops. I know a few cops in my Facebook, my friends list, and I know a few cops personally. If you're a good cop and you see something like this, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? What do you, as a fellow, police officer, what are you doing about this? You know what I'm saying? If you see some injustice going on in your precinct, in your, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on with that? Like, where are the good cops speaking out for that? You know what I'm saying? Because
oh, my bad, son. You know what I felt? You know what I think about that?
Yeah.
I think that I feel like the cops want to speak out. I think they scared because something might happen to them. But I heard when some good cops do speak out about injustice, something bad always end up happening to them. We always hear stories about that. So I guess they're scared to. I guess they're scared to speak up because they want nothing to happen to them and their families. So that's the reason. I mean, of course it's not right. Of course it's not right. I mean, but
it just sucks. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like just for the fact that you're not speaking out, we're losing innocent people. You know what I'm saying? Because exactly. Something is happening to somebody. At the end of the day, whether if you're a good cop in the session, it's not happening to you, or if you're not saying nothing and you're keeping that quote unquote blue wall of solidarity, and then somebody else goes and dies next week. I feel like that's on their conscience too.
Yeah,
because they didn't say nothing.
True. All right. So next question. All right. How do you feel about what this president, quote unquote, quote unquote, is
what
doing?
President? We don't got a president.
So he ain't my president.
We don't got one.
But you know what?
What do we have then?
We don't got
exactly. But you know what?
It's like an empty ass chair, B. We don't got a president. He don't fuck with us.
Oh, D.
He don't at all. Remember, he a racist. His parents was in the KKK. That says a lot, and they put this man in office. And now hearing that he probably bring the military in, which y'all know what that means. Martial law is coming. He's trying to control us. And
you don't even. Here's the thing with him. The shit that I don't get. You don't even got to look that far back to his parents' lineage and everything like that. You could just look as far back as his presidency. From the speeches to the tweet, bro. Like you don't see no sign of unifying anybody. You know what I'm saying? Granted,
not at all.
Say what you want about Obama. Say what you want about Clinton or whatever.
Exactly.
But even those people, they unified. When situations like this happen, they try to unify the country and try to get people together and uplift people. You know what I'm saying? This man, none of that.
Yeah.
You ask,
he did it all.
You ask me, what the president going to do on the federal level? And I have every right to be like, yo, what president?
I agree. No, sure. I've been saying for years. Even before his presidency, he wasn't my president. I've been saying that for years. I said it to the
yes, you did.
And I still say it to this day. He's not my president. Always said Obama. Always said Obama was my president. Always said Obama was my president. Always. He do this to this day. Obama is my president. Even people who are low key Trump fans be upset when I say Obama my president. And like, good for y'all. Good for y'all. Exactly. Be upset. Exactly.
That nigga never wrote for us. He don't even know what it's like. He can't even comprehend it. You know what I'm saying? Because what I've been reading and what I've been, listening to and everything, some of his own aides try to reach out to him and be like, listen, this is much. They're not only talking about you, they're also talking about, police brutality and how that shit affects us.
Yeah.
And he couldn't even see the forest through the fucking trees.
Of course
and
not.
It upsets me that it really upsets me that we're in this position. You know what I'm saying? So I try to take this time to tell people like, yo, wherever you at listening to this, whether you're in the East Coast, West Coast, Puerto Rico, Hawaii, Alaska, if you can vote, can vote. In this case, this particular case, if you can vote, go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the shit that's been going on between COVID and shit and wars and everything like that, like between all that shit, if you you want to see that shit for 4 years, to be my guest. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and also, I heard it now is a potential Ebola outbreak now. So
Ebola,
yeah.
Taking us back.
Oh gosh.
I heard it came back. Yeah.
When did he
So and you may know, this guy, he still haven't handled COVID very well. So
we still have COVID out there.
I feel like with all this going on, like people dead forgot about COVID. They were like, fuck COVID. COVID had the spring on.
That's what I said too, bro. That's exactly what I said.
Pretty much.
And it's a little warm. You know what I'm saying? Cops want to start getting all irate and start doing that gang shit they really do, but then they blame us for. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
They want to talk about gangs and shit, but then they the biggest gangs. But then they gonna sit there and start wilding out around this time. And now everybody's like, fuck COVID, we gonna be out here. And I am all for being out here. I am all for
Yeah, but here's the thing, yo. But here's the thing. I feel like everything that happened with the plan, just so martial law could start. To be honest with you, I feel like all this was set up to make sure martial law start. If you think about it, George Floyd dying. Yeah, George Floyd dying. George Floyd dying. Sorry, and they're using Trump as a puppet. So now setting up curfews and bringing military in. That's pretty much martial law. They pretty much try to control us.
Y'all know something too? A lot of times people saying that Andrew Cuomo is doing a better job than Trump.
He is.
Sorry. And Andrew Cuomo should be for president.
He is. He should.
I mean, my thing is this, right? I love my state. I keep telling people. I love my state. Where, like, people try to get me to come down south. I'll be like, nah, bro, I'm good. Thanks. Y'all don't got a fair advantage down there. Like,
that's true.
So, because it's like, we have a state government at the most high. You know what I'm saying? We have a state government for the people, for the most part. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when I see that, I'm like, all right, this is something that the country could use. I would think that a lot of these governors and a lot of these, other politicians would see this shit as a model and be like, I bet, let's run like this. But the problem with that is that they're so involved in their own self-interest that they forget the people. They forget the fucking people. And that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? And this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like in DC, Minneapolis, LA, even in New York. This is what happens when you forget the people.
That's true. That's true.
You ever put a turkey in the oven and you forget that bitch was in the oven? And then you smoke an L and you go to sleep? Or better yet, you put some brownies in the oven, you smoke an L and you go to sleep, and then you wake up and you smell that brownie smell all throughout your fucking house because you left that shit in there for an extra 30 minutes?
That's like you have your phone. That's like having your phone in your hand. You fall asleep and you wake up, your phone on the floor.
That's right.
So and it crack, and it crack.
You know what I'm saying? That's definitely on you. You know what I'm saying? You forget. That's what happened. You forget the people, and now your city burnt down. Congratulations.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
Yeah.
I mean, the oh damn, I was gonna say something. I mean,
say what I say, Roddy.
well, Trump still have a high chance of getting back in the office, so
That's
we don't know
that's
what's to come.
the sad part, because I'm pretty sure that he's gonna try to find a way to be the hero. So, I got the cure for Corona and stuff like that, and they're gonna like idiot people
Look,
are left
man,
back in
listen.
office. And that's what I fear the most. 'Cause I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, it might not be the cure. It might be something else that's
The
going to
economy.
save his ass right in time.
People respect the
something.
economy. The economy will be the thing that saves him. But if this shit don't rebound like it's supposed to rebound, the economy will be the death of him. Between the economy, and how he handled COVID, and how he handled this shit, and any other thing that happened in the past 3 years that I can't remember because it was in too much, and I'm just trying to deal with 2020. But that shit is going to be for
too
him.
much, yeah. Too much,
2020
yeah.
is already a
year was
movie,
done, bro. Like, let's go to 2021.
Me too. You're not the only one, son.
Serious.
I feel like we're
You're not the only one, son. You are. Yeah, it's been a terrible 2020 so far, man. And this is supposed to be a great year for all of us. And it's
Everybody
terrible.
had high hopes for 2020. In 2019, December 2019, all I kept hearing, oh, we going to do this for 2020. We going to ball out for 2020. And then here we are, 2020, discussing racism like it's 1992 or 1967 or 1865.
And we over here on curfew and lockdown.
And we didn't get to curfew. We got curfew at 8 p.m.
Curfew, though.
So
aren't y'all these city dudes supposed to be in the house anyway?
Yeah.
I heard California got curfew at 4 p.m.
Supposed to be in the house?
Where?
Kobe still out.
Yeah, 4 p.m. Right? California. Kobe threw out.
So shit, in the house anyway. Why are we talking about a curfew? Fuck, are we talking about a curfew? Curfew? Really? 8 now, right?
Son. 2 words. Martial law.
Fuck out of here. My daddy.
Enough
curfew.
Enough said, man.
And this
30,
is the thing.
The fuck?
For the city that never sleeps, we're sleeping early anyway.
Y'all taking a whole lot of weed naps. I know that.
We've been sleeping since March. So it would be technically on. We've been sleeping since March. So
basically, I agree with you.
Yeah, and remember, we're supposed to be opening next week. So how does curfew go to work? You know, we're supposed to be open starting next week. Phase 1, phase 1 open next week, I should say. Phase 1 open next week.
Y'all go to work like regular, and then y'all take your ass in the house. Yeah.
So all you can really do, you gotta know something.
True, yeah.
You gonna go to Taj? Like, no, that shit closed.
Taj is like phase 4, so that's no time soon.
It's funny because I just ordered a pizza, right? And the place that I ordered from, they're probably closed now. No, because I ordered it and they were like, listen, we don't got much because we got the protest going on, and frankly, we closed up shop in like an hour. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, fuck it, let me just get a pie there and call it a night. You feel me? But it's crazy because, you know, we were just trying to get used to a changing world with the COVID. Now we're here with you know, what we're dealing with now. You know what I'm saying? And it's a tough situation.
Yeah. Really tough, yo. Especially when you don't have the proper leadership, you know, it make it even worse.
But the one thing I do have hope for is us.
Of course. Yeah, which is actually my next question. Actually, what do we as people have to do to change this problem? You know.
Okay. Go ahead.
Well, you know what? Let me start. We need more black leaders. That's one. We need more leaders like how we had Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and stuff like that. You know. One. Also, we gotta build more businesses, more black businesses, so we can take over. Yo, who phone going on? Yeah, I mean, we gotta build more black businesses, and us gotta become leaders, you know, as well. We gotta do something to help the community and change.
That's a fact. Go ahead.
You know,
Also, us as Black people, we gotta have each other backs and not work together. I see other communities working together and having each other backs, but we like to tear each other down as people.
also, this is my last piece of it. Also, stop the black on black crimes as well. And
There we
instead of
go.
doing that, let's us work together and see what we can do. You know,
It's every man for themselves.
Yes. It's a
Every
fact.
black
You know,
man
I
for
feel like at
himself.
first we have to start loving on ourselves. We have to start loving on our community. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
We want, I understand
Yeah,
this, the whole situation is a fucked up thing, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, we have to,
yeah,
we have to be able to build ourselves first. You know, we have to build our communities first. If we don't respect ourselves in our community, you know what I'm saying? How can we expect, you know, other people to take us seriously if we don't take ourselves serious? You know what
definitely.
I'm
I definitely
saying?
agree, son. I
It
definitely
really
agree.
it does
I
start with
definitely
us though.
agree.
I will say that. It also starts with us getting out to getting out in the masses to go vote. And that's not I'm not talking about just voting for like the presidency or whatever. You gotta vote for the mayors, you gotta vote for your Congress, aldermen, all of
No,
them.
definitely.
Preliminary, all that shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. I agree. Oh yeah. By the way, June 23rd is New York. The printer to vote. You can vote in New York, June 23rd.
Mhm.
I believe it's June 23rd.
That's our
Yes.
election
It is
day.
okay. June
If you
23rd.
ain't
Yeah,
last 3 years ago,
yeah,
if you ain't vote 2 years, you ain't vote last year, go. I implore it.
yeah. Yeah. June 23rd, y'all in New York.
Yes.
Vote, vote, vote. We need to change. We
Gotta
need to
do
change the
it. This is our
community for the better.
opportunity.
We
You
need to
know what I'm
change the community
saying?
for the
You
better.
see other countries, they go
Yes.
through these type of situations where the police are not doing right by them, and at the federal level, it's just as trash. We gotta get out there. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get our voices heard.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. But I just want to say thank y'all everybody for tuning into the new episode, this very special episode, and all we could do now is pray, stick together,
Yes,
and
be
get through
close
this
to your
together, y'all.
yes, be close to your
And
families, love your families. You know, look out for your fellow people.
We
Yes,
will rise up.
yeah, we all right. So yeah, exactly. So hit me up. Ken underscore Mr. Gentleman. I repeat, Ken Ken underscore Mr. Mr. Gentleman Gentleman. You check out the Premier Boy podcast. I'm proud the Mr. Gentleman like that podcast. Season 3 it dropped in June 28th. I got both of these fellas on the show for
so
season 3, so look out for it. Um, when New York back open, catch your time, but most likely that would be phase 4. So I want to have to mention
a little bit, you know.
that. So you you already
Yeah.
know
It'll be a while.
it'll be a while, but check out. No, this episode won't be on a Friday. We've dropped this episode now, but each and every Friday, new episode from the Premier Boy podcast will be look
Yes,
each and
yes.
every
Check us
Friday.
out. Oh yeah, you
Say
can
what you gotta
follow
say,
me
y'all.
at Aaron Sands Premier. That's AARONSANDSPREMIERE.
And you can follow me on my personal page, Roddy underscore F, or my business page, Roddy DJ Retro.
Yep,
Over and
please,
out.
guys, be safe.
I
Safe. Hands up and
yeah.
wash your nasty ass hands, man. Damn.
Of course, yeah. Don't
Don't
forget
forget to
COVID.
go out with our face coverings.
Yeah,
Don't forget
like
It's still
COVID
out
out.
there,
yes,
y'all.
go out,
COVID still out there. COVID is out
cover your
there.
face, bro.
We got racism. We got now potentially
What
Ebola's out there. So
what's
y'all,
next?
just be safe, y'all. True.
No,
Yeah,
Dinosaurs
you
gonna come
you
out.
can't get into
a meteor gonna strike the Earth. I don't know.
only thing I will say, and I know Kim might hate me for saying this, but it can't get any worse than this.
Oh God, I hate that. I hate
You never
that phrase.
know.
I hate that phrase, but who knows? The Blazer Clip might come out with a new single.
Yeah,
I know people been dying for that, boy.
Yeah, no, I have no. I'm gonna end it on a positive note. So I'm gonna end on a positive note. So y'all already know this your boy Ken,
this is
aka
Aaron
Mr. Gentleman.
Sands.
And it's your boy Roddy. Over
Yeah,
and out.
check out the powerful song of the day.
Selected by all
and
of us.
be safe, y'all. Yeah, selected by all of us, y'all.
Prayers up.
Be safe.
So dangerous, so dangerous. YPG is dangerous, so dangerous, so